I am a part of Red Ribbon Reviewers, a site where we reviewers give our love and support for AIDS. And this year we are supporting Project Hope. So feel free to check them out and donate money to them. Your support will be greatly appreciated. I will leave links to both Project Hope and Red Ribbon Reviewers in the description below. Anyways, on with the review. I would like to give a shout out to LMT Vlogs, who mostly do movie reviews and editorial videos. Please subscribe to his channel. Link in the description.
I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding and bring it out here. We won't go until we got some. We won't go until we got some. We won't go until we got some. So bring some out here.
Hello, I'm Henry R. Mockingbird, your host with the mustache. And I have a bit of a secret. I'm not a huge fan of Melissa McCarthy. That's not to say I always disliked her. I thought she was hilarious on Gilmore Girls. But whenever she went into movies, she basically became the female Adam Sandler, in the sense where she can be funny, but just chooses not to be funny. Her movies are at their worst whenever they're being directed by her husband, Ben Falcone, with crap like Tammy, The Boss, which I still consider to be one of the worst comedies I've ever seen, Life of the Party, and most recently Thunder Force, with her one and only comedy shtick being, "Oh look, I'm fat and I'm goofy. Watch me fall over stuff. Watch me fall on my ass." Why am I talking about Melissa McCarthy? Because she has a new comedy out called Genie. And I just saw the trailer. I've seen the trailer, and just by judging it, it doesn't really look that impressive. It just looks like the average Melissa McCarthy comedy, and nothing more than just that. Well, did you know that this Melissa McCarthy Genie Christmas comedy is a remake of another Genie Christmas comedy? Yeah, this is Bernard and the Genie. Bernard Bottle, an art buyer, gets himself fired by his greedy boss. And if that wasn't enough, his best friend is cheating on his girlfriend. He ends up finding a lamp and rubs on said lamp, and discovers a genie who embraces the modern era. and he makes Bernard's life a little bit better, one wish at a time. So, what do I think of this movie? Well, I like it. It's very much like Babes in Toyland 1986, where it's a campy, cheesy Christmas movie, but I like it anyways. It also has a lot of comedy, a lot of drama, and a lot of heart. It's just a feel-good movie. The film was directed by Paul Welland, who also directed 66 and Maid of Honor, and directed stinkers like City Slickers 2 and and was written by Richard Curtis, who also written Four Weddings and a Funeral, Love Actually, and directed the Melissa McCarthy Genie movie. Hold the phone. So the writer rewrote his own movie because, yeah, that works so damn well with The Sandlot 2. Anyways, the film, despite getting a DVD release in the UK, did not get a DVD release in the US. Hell, it didn't even get a streaming release. It's only available on VHS, and you can find it on YouTube as well. After a, let's say, sort of incident with the genie, who I'm just going to refer to as Genie, gets turned into the genie by the djinn, and we get our title card. And we cut to the present day of the UK 1991, where we're introduced to our protagonist, Bernard Bottle. Get it? Played by Alan Cumming. And his boss, Charles Pinkworth. Seriously? That's his name? Charles Pinkworth? More like Charles Pink Worthless. And I don't mean that in that I mean that as he is a worthless human being. He is such a slime ball. You just hate his guts every time he's on screen. He's played by Rowan Atkinson, who was also Mr. Bean and Zazu from The Lion King. And props to him. I didn't think he had it in him to play such an asshole character. He usually plays a goofball, but nope, not here. In fact, he's such a jerk. He fires Bernard's ass right on the spot. And if him being on the unemployment line wasn't enough, he also finds out the moment he gets home that his best friend is cheating on his girlfriend. What a wretch. Bernard ends up finding a lamp which literally blows up in his face, and he goes to the hospital. Why the elevator guy's there, I have no idea. And when he goes back to the apartment, he finds the genie trying to kill him. Seriously, between this and the 1940 Thief of Baghdad, what is it with British people thinking that genies kill? Bernard throws everything but the kitchen sink at him, and he slices and dices everything he throws at him. Then Bernard reenacts Die Hard and falls on the genie, asking him who the hell he is. The genie tells him that he's a genie, but he doesn't believe it at first. It takes some convincing to convince Bernard that he's a genie. It doesn't take long to convince him, and so him and the genie are having some Christmas wine. And by the way, the genie is played by Lenny Henry, who was on the BBC show Chef. The genie finds out what happened in the last 200 years, and we get a really good dramatic scene. Despite this movie having a lot of comedy, it has a lot of drama. And what makes it work is that you really feel sorry for these two. Both of them have had everything stripped out of their lives. And then there's the product placement. Don't worry, it's not too bad. Unlike something like, let's say, Stranger Things Season 3, where the product placement is shoved down your throat, here it's done subtly and is mostly done for comedy. And we get a cheesy scene where the genie dances to a boombox. They go on a magic carpet ride. I think you know what I have to do here. After they crash land, they go to see the town. And the genie, all snazzed up in a green suit, enjoys the thrill of popcorn and pizza. And drinks some Coca-Cola in front of a Coca-Cola sign. And they go to see Terminator 2 Judgment Day. And they'll be back from the theater. And the genie enjoys his first scoop of ice cream. And the genie and him go help kids get their Christmas presents by helping a Santa helper. And he gives this kid every kid's dream in the late 80s and early 90s and brings to life a Ninja Turtle. Cowabunga, dude! And you could say this is a better Turtle Christmas than I Wish You a Turtle Christmas. Help other kids' Christmas fantasies come true. And he also gives a cash prize to the elevator guy. And he also wishes for his horrible friend and girlfriend to get comeuppance. And his horrible boss also gets his comeuppance. And it is both satisfying and just super hilarious. Bernard and the Genie is a fun, cheesy Christmas time. And I wish to give it, with a red bow, 5 gold stars. Well, until the next review, I'm Henry R. Mockingbird, your host with the mustache, signing off.